Today I'm going to show you how to make an applique sweatshirt. First you're going to open up Embrilliance, then click Edit, go down to Preferences, click on Multi-Position on the right side of the page. It'll give you a lot of options for different jumbo hoops. Just make sure the one that you choose is your size that you have. I'm going to go with a 12 by 5 since that's what I have. Then I'm going to click OK. Alright, here is the jumbo hoop whenever it's opened. Now you're going to go ahead and start adding your letters in by clicking File, Merge Working File. Here are my letters that I have added. Now I'm going to go ahead and save it to my flash drive. Alright, here's a sweatshirt that I'm going to go with. It has a hood on it and pockets. It's really cute. Here's the fabric I'm going to be using. I got it from Joann's, and then you're also going to need the Heat and Bond Light. This is a very important step. You would iron it on to the back of the fabric to keep it from fraying. I went ahead and cut out a piece of fabric. I'm just ironing it to make sure that there are no wrinkles. Now that the wrinkles are out, I'm going to flip it over. I went ahead and cut out a rectangle shape for the Heat and Bond. The rough side you're going to place to the back side of the fabric and just iron it on. It should only take a couple seconds for the Heat and Bond Light to adhere to the back of the fabric. Let it cool for just a couple seconds and then it should peel off very easily. Next you're going to go ahead and get your stabilizer. Put the hoop on top just to make sure that you cut enough. Next I took this sweatshirt, folded it in half, and then put a crease in it down the middle with my iron. Now that the hoop is on the sweatshirt, you can clearly see that line. It does make sure that it is centered on the hoop. Okay, so you're going to use the first 2 hooks. The bottom 2 you're not going to use until the second file. There's the first 2 hooks. You're going to go ahead and put it on. Then you're going to pull up your design. I'm doing the word "and," so I'm going to start off with AU since it went ahead and split the design on its own. I'm going to flip it, and then I'm going to move it all the way to the right, which makes it technically all the way up to the top of the hoop. It will have a black outline. Go ahead and skip that outline because you just don't need it. Then I'm going to go ahead and start off with the A. Once it has the A put down, I'm going to go ahead and put down the fabric. Then I'm just going to press start. Once it's done with that outline, then you're going to go ahead and start cutting around the letter. You're going to do this for each letter. I did want to point out that when you're taking out the middle parts of a letter, to be very careful because you could potentially cut the hoodie or the garment. So I just poked a little hole in it, and then I'm going to go ahead and start cutting upwards, making sure that I'm not actually cutting the garment. Then I'm going to put it back on the hoop and finish that last outline. Then I'm starting on the U. It's going to put that outline down again, and then we're going to go ahead and put on the fabric. Once it's done with that outline, then you're going to go ahead and cut around the U and press start and go ahead and get that last stitch on. Now that you have completed the A and the U, it's going to say finish embroidering. This is the step that you're going to go ahead and back out of this file. Go ahead and click on your second one, which should be NT. Make sure that you do go ahead and rotate it and then move it all the way to the right, which is technically going to be the top of the hoop. Now this is the part where you're going to put it on this second set of hooks. Go ahead and skip that black outline and go ahead and start on the N. Once the N is done, then you're going to go ahead and put down your fabric. Once the fabric is done, then you're going to go ahead and start trimming it up just the same way you did the A and the U. Then you're going to do the T. Go ahead and make that outline, get that fabric down, trim it, same way you did the previous 3 letters. While it's still on the hoop, make sure that you don't need to go over any other letters. I haven't had to do that, but here it is. It turned out really great. Here's also another sweatshirt that I made for myself. I've worn this one a lot, that's why it's so wrinkly, but if you have any questions, just let me know.